Okay, well, it's always a great show when we get to sit down with the head coach of Lawrence Tech football, Scott Merchant, here on the LTU Sports Report Football Coaches Show following a win. So we welcome Coach Merchant into the studio as Lawrence Tech beat Madonna on Senior Day 45-28 in a game that is dubbed the Battle of I-96. I think we can do better than that particular title.
I don't know who came up with that.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a trophy with it, and although I will say the concrete base is like a lethal weapon that could kill a man, so I give respect to the trophy as far as that goes. But regardless, this is something that the team can build off of.
Yes, it was, first of all, most importantly for our seniors, their last home game of their career. They were honored before the game, them and their families. I thought it was a great ceremony.
Yeah.
Obviously the first one I've been at here. I thought it was really well done by our athletic department, and I think they enjoyed it. We had beautiful weather. It was a gorgeous day, and then to go out there and, most importantly, get a win for them, that was great. You can talk about making progress, and you can have your moral victories, but, everybody feels a little bit better after a win. It's just to kind of see the fruits of your labor come to fruition. It was good, and the kids were excited, and they were happy, and, it was nice to see them smiling and enjoying it.
Absolutely, and to do it, in your final home game. Beautiful day.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great all around. One of the seniors celebrated, still just a redshirt sophomore when it comes to his eligibility, but Devon Bentley is now averaging 115 yards per game after rushing for 192 on 24 carries. What can you say about this, the way that he has carried the rock this year, game in and game out?
Yeah, he's been our best offensive weapon. He's been our most consistent guy on offense. I think he had like 300 yards last year. So this has been his opportunity to kind of be the guy, and he's taken that and run with it. No pun intended there. He's a talented player, and I think he's getting better and better. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with him next year, but I've made it clear that, if you want to stay here and get your master's degree, we'd love to have you play for us the next 2 years. If not, then, I'm sure he's going to go do great things. But no, he's having a great season. I think he's over 800 yards on the season now, which is, I believe, the single season record already, but our goal is for him to get 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's never been done here before, and hopefully at the end of the season he'll have single game most rushing yards, single season and career.
Yeah.
And you got to give credit to the O-line for opening up the holes, and our fullbacks for doing a nice job, and tight
100%.
ends. But when he hits that hole, he can make some things happen.
Yeah, no doubt. And broke another big one, which was great. We saw several big ones, including the quarterback run for the furthest he's ever run before in his life.
I don't know who that kid is, man. I've never seen him run like that, but I don't know if he was scared or excited or what. But Ryan's really done a really nice job the last 2 weeks running the ball.
Yeah.
He ran the ball really well down at Taylor.
Yeah.
And then we called some run plays. It wasn't just pull it down and run. Like that 80-yard run was a designed QB run.
Okay.
And he got some great blocking. Bryston Hedden, our fullback, had a great block, and Nick Robinette had a phenomenal block as a receiver. Again, a lot of people don't realize it, but we don't get long runs like that unless our receivers are blocking at the second level. And Nick did a phenomenal job there. We were pretty efficient in the pass game. No real big plays, but I think we were 11 for 16 or 12 for 16, which is, that's where we
had
want.
Another fourth down conversion. Schuster to Rembert. Nice, in the first quarter, I believe.
We got to get that. That's where we want our completion percentage. That's where we need to be. We need to be efficient like that. We're not just chucking it downfield. we're trying to go with high percentage stuff, so we have to execute that. But yeah, Vaughn had a great day. O-line did a great job. When you can run the ball, you can kind of control the game.
Yeah, we've got Ronell Lackey joining us on the show this week, along with Brody Schneider, who are now 3rd and 4th respectively in the Mid-East League in tackles per game. So nearly 10 a game. Another very consistent bright spot this season that the staff has to be proud of.
Absolutely. You know, those 3 guys on defense, Brody, Ronell, and Sylvester Jones. I think Sylvester's like 10th or down there.
Yeah.
So, but Ronell had a great game. I mean, I think he had 11, 12 tackles. He had like 4 for loss. He had an interception. He's really a good football player. He sets that edge over there on the strong side for us, and he's a physical kid. He plays with a lot of energy, and just, you know, he's a fun kid to coach, but he plays hard and he plays with passion. I think we're getting better in special teams. We had, you know, a mistake on our punt return team, but our kickoffs, Carter Dixon did a really nice job on kickoffs this week. Our kickoff coverage was outstanding. We pinned him inside the 20 a couple times. So that unit's much improved. We need to get punt return figured out, but I also thought our kickoff return did a nice job. They had some nice returns. Buddy Banks-Williams had a nice couple, and then they kicked a short one to another freshman, Blake Giuopri, who just bulldozed over a few people to take it out to the 40, including one of his teammates.
Yeah, right, exactly. But he held on to the ball. That was the
did.
important thing. So, yeah, that kind of just stuck there right in his chest. So, well, unless things change over the year, you guys are going to be the final team that Concordia will host ever, which is really sad. I mean, this is nothing to celebrate, but it'll be their final home game as they'll be shutting down athletics due to financial concerns and worries that so many colleges and universities are going through. So it's going to be an emotional day in Ann Arbor. They're a streaky team this year. They've had spots where they've won 3 in a row. They've also lost 3 in a row. They shut out Siena Heights a few weeks back, which is no small task.
Right.
They have a few players in the top 5 in the Mid-East League in tackles and sacks, plus a top 5 QB in both yards per game and touchdowns. Last year's game at Concordia came ranked, Concordia came here ranked 13th in the country. And LTU battled. It was a chippy game. You could see the rivalry between the teams, but it was kind of ugly. Both teams combined for about 23 penalties for 240 yards. It was, it was not pretty, but again, a big challenge for this team. And if can overcome, boy, can do a lot for.
This would be huge.
Yeah.
They're, they're one of the top teams in the conference the last, 10 years.
Yeah.
They've done a great job with that program. It is very unfortunate that they're not going to continue.
Yeah.
You hate to see that. Their coaching staff and their players, I think, have done a phenomenal job this year.
Yeah.
They're playing really, really hard and really well right now. So for them to be locked in and, all the way through this season, knowing that the end is coming, I give that staff and those players a ton of credit, because they could have just, mailed it in and cashed it in or left.
Yeah.
So they've done a great job. They're a big, physical, strong team. They get after it. It's going to be a huge challenge for us. And like you said, it's going to be really emotional. It's their senior day.
Yeah.
It's the last home game they'll ever have there unless something changes. Right. I'm sure they're going to come out on fire, and we already told our guys, like, you're going to have to match that. Yeah. You're going to need to play like it's the last game you're ever going to play.
That's right.
You're going to be behind right from the start. So we're going to have to match that. Emotion's only going to carry you so far. It's going to come down to who plays a better football game. But at the beginning, we better be ready to go, because they're going to be fired up.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, talk a little bit about what you and the staff are currently doing as it relates to recruiting, because that season is well underway. We want to keep getting the word out and get a seat at the table for the right players
Sure.
to be a part of what we got cooking. So whether it be high schoolers or, more important, guys in the portal like Ron L. Lackey.
Sure. Well, we're looking at both. You know, everybody's seasons are going to end around mid-November.
Yep.
So that's really when the whole transfer thing, the end of November, beginning of December, is going to kick in. Right now, you know, we're focusing on high school seniors, class of 25 guys. We already have 2 commitments, which, you know, we're 3 months ahead of where we were last year.
Yeah.
So that's a positive.
Yeah.
I think we had 20 players here on Saturday for the game. Some of them were potential transfers and some were high school students. So the biggest thing is we're trying to get them to apply and then move through the recruiting process with them. But yeah, I think we've had about 50 players apply already or get accepted, and you know, if we could bring in 50 guys this year, I'd be happy with that. We need some numbers and we need some depth.
All right, and then you know, how they should go about getting in touch with you and your staff.
Sure. After our season ends, all of our coaches will be out on the road. We'll be visiting high schools all throughout the state and in Indiana and Ohio. You know, the easiest way to get in touch with us is probably on X. All of our information's on the athletics page, football page of the athletics website. That's probably the easiest way to get in touch with us instead of email. But yeah, I mean, we're looking for good students. We're looking for good players. We're looking for guys that want to help build a championship program from the ground up. And you know, it takes someone special to do that, to be able to do all those different things. And that's who we're looking for. We don't want to settle for okay. We want to shoot for trying to be champions on and off the field.
That's it. That's it. And that will carry you through the rest of your life.
That's right.
So join us, and we'll do something great together. So, well, speaking of great guys, Ron L. Lackey is one of those guys, and we pulled him in as a graduate transfer this year, originating from Cincinnati's Roger Bacon High School. Here's the conversation that I had with Ron L. All right, well, Ron L. Lackey is listed as a 5'10", 192-pound defensive back, but I have seen you listed at 6 feet, so what is it?
I mean, I think I'm 6 foot, man. I always say I'm 6 foot, man. 5'11", I guess, but 6
Right.
foot. I'm just gonna say I'm 6 foot, man.
Yeah, you know what? I say the same exact thing. Sometimes at the doctor's office, they try to list me at like 5'11" and 3/4. I'm like, I'm 6 feet. We're gonna round up for
5'10"
this purpose. Yeah, 5'10". That's low. That's low. All right. Well, if anything, you play a lot bigger than 5'10" or 6 feet. So we
sir.
appreciate you. And you're a graduate student
Yes, sir.
here at Lawrence Tech as you finish up your college football career. So thanks for being here.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
All right. Well, you had a chance to celebrate Senior Day with the 19 other seniors. I read that you are getting an MBA here at
sir.
Lawrence Tech,
Yep.
which is a master's degree in business administration. So you'll still be around, though,
Yes, sir.
for probably another year and a half,
Yeah,
right?
I'm definitely being around everybody still. So
Yeah. So do you plan on staying involved with the football program?
yeah. So I'm actually getting ready to be a GA for the athletic department. But
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna be around the guys and stuff like that, man. So I definitely didn't gain a lot of friendships and stuff here. So definitely want to be around here still. Yes, sir.
You're originally from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yes,
You
sir.
played at Lake Erie College.
Yep.
You entered the transfer portal. Is that how LTU found you?
Yes, sir. I got reached out from, I believe it was Coach Nystrom.
Okay.
Reached out from a lot of the coaches. Coach Dixon
Yeah.
reached out to me, Coach Nystrom, then Coach Merchant reached out to me. So
Okay.
just like everybody reached out to me. So I was like, there was a, like, Lawrence Tech was the only team that, like, you know, really took interest in me. I just made sure that I came here.
Yeah. So tell me, had you spent any time in Michigan or anything before that?
So no, I only played 2 football games in Michigan, which was at
Okay.
Hillsdale and at Northwood.
Okay.
So that's at my time at Lake Erie. So
Right.
that's really the only time I've been here in Michigan. But Man, I love Michigan, man. It's actually like growing on me. So.
All right, good. We like to hear those Ohioans say that they enjoy Michigan. We're tired of the back and forth that goes with they always talk about the people up north or whatever. So no, you're here now, and that's good, man. You can represent both.
Ohio boy at heart, Cincinnati at heart, but definitely didn't grow on me up here.
No, man, and we've loved having you. Big win on Saturday.
Yes,
obviously, final score 45-28. You led the defense with 11 tackles, 3 for loss, had an interception. How gratifying was it not only to get a win for the team, but have made such an impact in the outcome?
Man, honestly, man, I just want to give it to like my teammates, man. Like it was just a whole team effort, If it wasn't for the D lineman, I wouldn't have been able to make some of those plays. So just everybody just coming together, and we all just collectively came together and made sure that we got that win.
Now that you are finishing up your career, that you feel that you're able to really enjoy it more personally because you know that it's going to be short-lived, but also get a chance to really again celebrate with your teammates in these types of situations.
Right. So I try to enjoy like the ups and the downs. I'm saying? I just continue to take my coaching and take everything serious. Obviously this hasn't gone the way we wanted, but we just keep fighting, man. I just love that locker room. Everybody just keeps going. We just see it. Everything is coming together here. For sure.
Yeah, it's always interesting when you have an opportunity not only to join a different coaching staff, but this is a new coaching staff along with you. But a lot of experience. On this staff. These guys have a lot to teach. What has been the best experience that you've had so far, and kind of just talk about the coaching staff and the level of coaching that you're receiving.
Man, the coaching staff, they love us for sure. They love our whole team. I just picked up a whole lot of tips from every single one of the coaches, honestly, from Coach Dixon, Coach Nystrom, even Coach Merchant. They just continue to coach. They don't stop. They just keep going. Just keep banging us with all the information that we need to just keep becoming a better football team, becoming a better player. So really they just really on us all the time. So I definitely appreciate them.
Yeah, guys that have been in the league, including like Coach Talley.
Coach Dixon.
Coach Dixon. Exactly.
Played overseas, so stuff like that. Yeah,
you guys are getting a lot of great instructions. So we encourage you young football players out there. We want you to consider LTU because this is a good thing that is building here. How do you feel about the way things are setting up for the future?
I just insane, man. Just seeing the young guys, just seeing where they came from, just seeing them grow and stuff like that. You get developed here for sure. I didn't already see it. The coach is going to keep coaching. You're not going to stop being coached. They care about you. So this is definitely the place to be for sure. Yeah,
and one of the things that the staff and admissions here, they're going to have to invest in the portal this year because there's the offensive line, for instance, they're pretty much all graduating. A lot of those guys are going to go, and because some of the guys are so young, it behooves the staff to get some guys who are ready to play day one. What is how has the transfer process just been for you, both on the field and then also just in the classroom and all of that?
So being in the master's program, it's more freedom. I have less classes, so I can't really speak on if you're transferring as a as a regular student. Right. But honestly, the transition has been great. Just knowing everybody, getting to know everybody off campus, getting to know the area and stuff like that. So it's been a good transition. Hasn't been bad at all. Yeah, right on. Well, the Mid-East League stats now have you listed in the top 5 for tackles in a game. You're averaging 9 with Brody Snyder, your partner, just above you at 9.6 per game. It's pretty much been a three-headed monster between yourself, Snyder, and Sylvester Jones this year. What's it been like playing with those two guys in particular? Man, I love playing with them. I always tell them, man, y'all the best, man. Y'all the best in the world, man. I always tell them that, man. Every time we out, even in practice, man, we come together, we see something on the field that we didn't like, man, we always come together. We talk about it on the sideline, man. Them guys, they even get on me. Brody had to get on me a couple of times too, just to do just do my job and stuff. I like that, just that leadership. You know what I'm saying? That we got on that side of the ball with them guys. So definitely. Yeah. Especially Sylvester, man. That man Sylvester is something else, man. For sure. I love that guy for sure. For sure. And how much, just
fun was it out there for everyone getting that win on Saturday?
Man, it was fun. I seen it in everybody's faces, man. Even like we were down, we just kept getting back up. Like, all right, we just gonna go out there and make another play, and that's just what we need to take on for, like, everybody just need to take that on for their career. Like, it's gonna be some downs, but like once we get up, what we can do. You know what I'm saying? We gotta live through all that. So
that's right. And you can't enjoy it for long because there's another game to get ready for. And you guys are going to be taking on a Concordia team that will, I believe, be playing its final home game ever because the program is going to be shutting down. They're coming off a tough loss to Indiana Wesleyan, who's number 3 in the country, but they're definitely going to be fired up and a very tough opponent from the defensive side of the ball. You guys really, over the last, say 6 quarters, have played pretty good, really strong second half at Taylor. And obviously, I'm sure you guys believe you gave up too many points from Madonna on Saturday, but what do you guys need to do to build, continue to build on this on defense in what will be a very hostile environment?
Just believing in each other and trusting each other and just staying together. Like, we've grown a bond. I've seen the growth in these last 2 weeks, actually, just like seeing like what we capable of, you know what I'm saying? Like, we capable of a lot more. I really do believe that we gonna get, like, just keep getting better and get the job done.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a winnable game if you guys play up to the way that we've seen you guys play in spurts and just keep that consistent over 4 quarters.
Yes, sir.
We wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you for being on the show.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you.
All right, appreciate it. All right, you got it. I certainly would encourage Blue Devil Nation to head out to Ann Arbor this weekend and root on LTU in person. Looks like it's going to be about 61 degrees, which is perfect.
Weather.
Perfect
football weather right there.
Absolutely. That's it. So if you can't make the game, you can watch it on the Concordia website at concordiacardinals.com. That's it for this week's show, and we will do another one next week, and we'll have another guest as well. So go Blue Devils, and we'll see you guys next week.